The GoPro Hero 7 Black is an action camera waterproof to 10 meters that captures 12 megapixel stills and 4K video at up to 50 frames per second. It can be attached to a variety of supports, including head, chest and tripod mounts, to name just a few. To load a battery, press the button in on the rear door located on the bottom of the camera, and slide the door towards the power switch side. Insert the new battery so that the GoPro or Smartry logo is facing towards the lens side of the GoPro. You can recharge the battery either whilst it's in the camera or when it's in the battery charger. To charge in camera, plug the USB cable into the side of the camera in the USB slot located behind the side door. You can charge the GoPro via Mac or PC, wall socket, or via a power bank. A solid red light indicates that it is charging. The same cable can be used to power the spare batteries in the charger. Open the rear door located on the bottom of the camera and locate the mini SD card slot. To remove the card, push the card in gently until it pops out slightly. To insert the mini SD card, position the card over the slot so that the gold pins are facing in the direction of the lens. Push the card in gently until it clicks into place. To turn the camera on, press and hold the plain black square power button located on the opposite side to the side door. The red LED will flash 3 times and the screen will illuminate. To record video, you first need to be in video mode. Press the mode button previously used to turn the camera on to change the mode to video. Other modes like photo and time-lapse can also be selected here. The LCD screen can be found on the back of the GoPro. The screen is a touchscreen and it can be used to frame shots, view menus and change settings. The screen shows a variety of important camera information, such as battery life, remaining card capacity, mode, and video format. Before filming, you should always format the cards to ensure that you begin with blank cards. To format your SD card, access the menu screen by sliding down from the top of the screen. Select Preferences to enter the Preferences menu, then slide down and select the sub-menu called Reset. Select Format SD card, then choose Format to confirm your choice, and the GoPro will complete this action. To select the format and frame rate of your video, select the black tubular shape containing the current format and frame rate chosen. From this menu, you can also choose further camera modes, including stabilization, field of view, low light, and ProTune modes. You can change the format and frame rate by pressing the option that says RES FPS. You can choose between 4K, 2.7K, 1080p, and 720p in either 16:9 or 4:3 resolution. 4K can record up to 50 frames per second, 2.7K can record up to 100 frames per second, and 1080p can record up to 200 frames per second. If you want to know more about frame rates and shooting slow motion, please watch our specialist video on formats and frame rates. One of the best things about GoPro is how well it works with all the settings set to automatic. This should be suitable for most occasions. However, you can control your exposure, white balance and colour profile manually directly on the GoPro Hero 7 Black. To do this, first select the Video Settings menu. From this menu, select ProTune. With ProTune turned on, you can change the shutter speed, white balance, colour profile, sharpness, basic audio settings, and set an ISO maximum. A small PT icon will appear below the current format information on the LCD screen within the black tubular shape. This indicates that ProTune is turned on. You can zoom in by pressing the zoom button on the LCD touchscreen. Press the button once and then drag up with your finger to zoom into the image. Please note, you cannot do this when the video mode is set to 4K. With the ProTune turned on, we would recommend, just as with other cameras, that you always set your shutter speed to double your frame rate for natural looking movement in your video. There is no way to control your aperture manually on the GoPro Hero 7 Black. If you want to know more about the exposure controls and how to use them in detail, please see our video on understanding exposure. To ensure the colours the camera records are accurate, the white balance must be set correctly. The camera is very good at setting the white balance automatically, so make sure auto white balance is selected. If you feel the colours are not accurate, you may wish to adjust them manually within the camera. You can do this by going to the white balance option within the video settings menu, and then select a number between 2300K and 6500K. If you want to know more about colour temperature and how to interpret it, please see our video on understanding exposure. For a more cinematic end result, the GoPro Hero 7 Black gives you the ability to record in a log type colour profile. You can change the colour profile from GoPro to flat to give you an image that's more suitable for colour grading in an editing program. If you are not colour grading, we recommend using GoPro as your standard colour choice. To change field of view, click on FOV. You have three options in this menu: linear, which captures a straight horizon with a more natural perspective; wide, which captures a fisheye effect; or super view, which records the full sensor in 4:3 and then stretches it to a 16:9 aspect ratio. To start a recording or take a photo, press the top mounted square button with the red circle in the middle. A red flashing dot will appear in the top centre of the screen, next to a counter displaying how long you have been recording for. Swipe the LCD screen from the right to the left until it says Photo. Now you are in photo mode. You can change the photo settings by pressing on the black tubular shape contained current field of view. Once you select this, you will reveal the photo settings that you can change. Super Photo captures photos using HDR processing for use in high contrast scenes with minimal motion. RAW format saves your photos as both a .jpeg and .gpr file. It is usually only used if you want to do post-production editing on your image. ProTune enables manual control of colour profiles, white balance, ISO and sharpness. The GoPro is very useful for taking time lapses. Swipe the camera from the left of the screen to the right until it says time lapse. You can change time lapse settings by pressing on the black tubular shape containing the current time lapse settings. Here you can change the time lapse interval between each photo taken as part of the time lapse sequence. Choose an interval between 0.5 seconds and 60 seconds. You can also change other time lapse photo settings, including field of view, RAW, EV compensation, white balance, ISO min and ISO max, sharpness, and colour profile. To view your video back, slide from bottom to top on the LCD screen. This will open the last video that you took, which will automatically play. You can then swipe left and right to scroll through your videos and photos. You can delete your photos and videos by pressing the symbol of the trash can and select Delete. Before using the GoPro Hero 7 Black with your smartphone, you will need to download the GoPro app. You will then need to go to Preferences, select Connections, select Wireless Connections and then choose On. You can then select Connect Device and choose GoPro app. Select Add a camera on your GoPro app. Within a few seconds, the app should find your camera. Accept the pairing request by pressing Pair. Rename your camera to MTC Hero. Click on Let's Go and then choose Join. Your phone can now be used as the screen for your camera. You can take photos, video and set up time-lapse using this screen. You can also change all of the settings as mentioned previously, as shown here.